Hi Aquarius, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. You can also visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com, and this is your monthly forecast for October 2014. Aquarians, we begin the month with a Mercury retrograde that is happening, which is followed by a total lunar eclipse which is conjuncting Uranus, and we wrap up the month with Venus that is going to be entering Scorpio. You all know the drill. During a Mercury retrograde, it's never wise to buy big ticket items, be it your washing machines, your household products, or even if it's anything to do with technology. It's normally found out during a retrograde transit that products that you may have bought could be a technical glitch, or you may find a better price or a better product, or say maybe a better version of it right after the retrograde is over. So it's normally avoidable not to buy anything expensive during these 3 weeks. It's also advised that be extremely careful as far as all your communication is concerned, be it written, spoken, emails, SMSs, conferences. Be very careful that you are articulate, that you are clear. The easiest way to go about this is to keep your communication absolutely simple. Keep it short, keep it brief, so that there are lesser chances of misunderstandings happening, be it at your personal space or be it at your workspace. Travel also is something which is ruled by Mercury. So for those of you who are traveling in October, ensure that your travel tickets are there in place. Your cars and your bikes are well serviced. You are carrying all the papers with you. Also, it's found during this time that there are a lot of breakdowns, not just as far as your vehicles are concerned, but even remember to take a data backup with your laptop computers, and even for your phones. There are a lot of technical glitches again that happen with all the electronic items that we have at home. Now Mercury, during a Mercury retrograde, which normally happens 3 or maybe 4 times in a year, it's found that during this slowing down, technically of course there is no slowdown per se. The planets do not come back onto their orbits, and they do not slow down. So technically there is really nothing slowing down per se, but it's merely our illusion from the earth, from the stationary retrograde cycle. When we view it from earth, it seems that the illusion gets created as though the planet is moving back on its orbit. The earth of course is moving at its own speed. It's orbiting around the sun at its own speed, different from that of the various planets. So there's just a sense of slowing down of a particular planet. And Mercury also rules the lower mind, which covers our environment, of how it is that we perceive information and how it is we further relate the information to others. So everything around you tends to get affected more over there, on what it is that you're hearing, what it is that someone is saying, and then further what it is that you're relaying. So be careful about especially if they are important mails, SMSs to be sent. Be just little cautious over there. Even as far as new contracts are concerned, it's not really the best of time to be signing new contracts or to be starting absolutely something new. However, if you have been carrying on, if it's a project that you have been carrying on since the last month, since say August, September, you've been working on something, and it's the time now you are sort of negotiating, or you're just closing the contract, then it is fine. But or you began the work on it and it's the work is carrying on, it's something different. But try not to start something new, because they're just unnecessary delays that happen, nothing drastic really. Also, for those of you who do pick up jobs during this time, they do not last for the longest of times, because they can be some information during a Mercury retrograde which you may not be aware about. It is not revealed during a retrograde, because it's a complete slowdown. So this is a time during a retrograde that normally we advise it's a time to revise, review, and research the work that you have done previously. Aquarians, we have a Mercury retrograde, and that is going to be highlighting a part of your chart that has to do with it has to do with people, it has to do with travel. Now, sometimes painting life with a broad brush can cause you to miss details that force you to slow down. Then the next 3 weeks are a great time for you to pause and make sure that the rugrats and ankle biters are not in a position to sidetrack your whole operation because you ignored them. It's time to give small things their due so they can serve your larger purpose. By doing so, you may discover a better version of your own vision as well. Don't hurry, you've got time, and you may find that in the end, tapping resources that you had ignored earlier will trigger a rising tide that floats all boats, not just your own. Towards mid-month, that is around the 8th of October, we have a total lunar eclipse, and that is going to be conjuncting with Uranus. And this is highlighting a part of your chart that has to do with higher learning and also long-distance travel, which could be to foreign shores. The Uranian energy is often found to be quite disruptive, and Uranus as a planet is quite the bad boy of astrology. He creates chaos, he's full of unpredictability, and generally causes disruption wherever he goes. But the Uranian energy also is very dynamic, and all the new technology, in fact, it's ruled by Uranus, and even it can lead to some amount of inspiration as well when Uranus comes into play. However, yes, it does bring about a lot of suddenness with it. There's a lot of unpredictability. You don't know which way things will go. And Uranus has that ability to bring about forced change. So it's unlike Saturn, which is like a teacher planet. Uranus just comes and announces the change, whether you like it or not. So it is really casting off the old and bringing of the new is what Uranus is all about. So if you are working, for those of you who are working on newer technology or newer platforms that have to do with technology, it's a great time for success is assured, even though you may feel a tad frustrated in the journey along as you're looking for it. And this is also a time while you could be quite excited that you want to travel to a next place, but it's very important that you have your map in place, that you sit and you plan. Planning is of absolute criticality for you Aquarians this month, so do your research work well. Plan, go back to your drawing board and ensure that you have all your T's crossed and your I's dotted. Towards the end of the month, this is around the 24th of October, we have the beautiful Venus, and she, as we all know, is the goddess of love, beauty, sex, and even money, and she's going to be entering Scorpio, and this is highlighting transiting a part of your chart that has to do with your public image, your public persona, your career, your work. And during this cycle, you're most charming and well received at your workplace. Your responsibility and authority are likable qualities now, making this a favorable period for schmoozing with those in a higher position than you as well, for for negotiations or social activities related to business. It's a great time, Aquarians, if you want to ask favor of those in the VIP positions, you will be received well, so you can do that. Venus is charming, friendly and affectionate, and a presence in your career and reputation sector brings social opportunities to your career. You are coming across well at work now, and romantic opportunities or simply more chances to socialize and network are likely for you as well. You're socially ambitious right now, Aquarians, and success may come to you through good managerial qualities or some form of artistic talent, or indirectly through your marriage partner as well. People who turn your head during this cycle are those who come across as especially competent. So quite a spectacular month for you, Aquarians. Enjoy yourself and ensure that in the first half your planning is completely done, and that all the risks that you take are well thought out and they're well calculated risks. Have a brilliant October. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. I look forward to speaking with you again in November. Thank you so much.